Welcome to a short guide on how to manipulate the quotes you found and how to place them in your essay. Firstly, what the hell is an embed? So we've got the definition here. It's a verb to embed, past tense embedded, and verb embed. It is to fix firmly and deeply in a surrounding mass. So he had an operation to remove a nail embedded in his chest. So what this means is you're going to put the word thoroughly within your essay. It's going to make sense, it's going to be explained, its origin is going to be explained, and everything will make sense to your reader. Alright, so just as a recap, these are the steps that take you from reading your novel to completing an essay on the novel. So step 1, read the novel, of course. Step 2 is annotate. Step 3, select the best quotes from your annotations. Step 4 is plan the essay, which likely you will have done in class. Step 5 is the focus of this video, which is embedding quotes within your essay. And step 6 is proofreading and submitting. So the bottom left hand corner of the slide shows the process. It begins as a quote annotated and highlighted in a book, then it's pulled out, and then it's placed within its context within the essay. So we learn who wrote the quote and how it fits into your essay overall. So a closer look, on the far left we see it begins as a quote highlighted in your novel. In the middle it's removed from the book, and then at the third step we learn who wrote it, what the quote is, and how it's explained to fit within your essay. Okay, so there are 4 easy steps. Step 1, introduce the quote. Who said it? Was it Miss Morty? Was it Stanley? Was it Juliet? And then pick one of the verbs below. For example, Miss Morty states, Stanley demonstrates, Juliet implies, then you add a comma. So step 2 is insert the quote. So from step 1 we already have the words Juliet says and a comma, and step 2 we simply put in the quote. The quote I've picked for this is, "But my true love is grown to such excess I cannot sum up some of half my wealth," which seems like a typo, but believe me, that's the quote. Step 3, you need to explain its significance very briefly, and then you will elaborate further later on. So from step 1 again we have Juliet and the verb says, comma, the quote itself, and step 3 we add another comma which reveals that Juliet is entirely consumed by her love. And the reason we got this is we did what it says below, which is add a comma, then choose one of the following phrases, such as which shows, which proves, which reveals, which demonstrates, this shows, while this is true, which attests to, which is showing the way that the quote impacts on your opinion that you're putting forward in your essay. Step 4, give the quote a full treatment of at least a sentence or more going into detail. So you've already rounded off the previous step with a full stop, and this is where you can freely explain the significance of the quote and how it fits into your broader argument within your essay. So what we've added here is, this illustrates that Juliet has never experienced love of this magnitude and that she is under the influence of new love and therefore not fully in control of her action. Alright, and then when you put it all together it reads something like this. Juliet says, "But my true love is grown to such excess I cannot sum up some of half my wealth," which reveals that Juliet is entirely consumed by her love. This illustrates that Juliet has never experienced love of this magnitude, and that she is under the influence of new love and therefore not fully in control of her actions. You can extend your elaboration on each quote for as long as you like, and for as long as it takes you to communicate your ideas effectively. Also, you can see how using more than one quote per paragraph, your paragraphs will become quite long, perhaps up to a page, which is not necessarily ideal, but if you have that much to say, then that's a good idea. So if you repeat these 4 easy steps a number of times, then the essential meat and potatoes of your essay is already done, and all you need to add is the signposting words, the sort of topic sentence, the linking sentence for each paragraph, and then of course an introduction and a conclusion so it makes sense to people as they first pick up your essay. Good luck with the rest of your essay.